it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm trying out the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette for the first time. I'm also going to share with you the last purchase I made with the Sephora VIB sale. I know you guys are tired of hearing about the Sephora sale, but I did make one last purchase to get some gifts for the holidays at 20% off because I'm a Rouge member. Anyways, I just want to share what I picked up. I'm not going to get into many details on that, but I am excited to try this palette. This is my third Natasha Denona palette, which for most YouTubers, that is a very small amount to have. But I was excited about this one because it just felt different to me. So we'll get into swatches, application, all of that. And let's get into the Sephora haul first. So this is a very mini haul. I wasn't planning to make two Sephora VIB sale purchases, but I did. So the first day of the sale, I bought quite a few things, and then I was like, you know what, maybe I should check out what else I can get at a discount for gifts. And then I was planning, you know, I was like, maybe I should get the Dyson Airwrap at 20% off, because I don't know that you can get 20% off anywhere else. And it was like the second to last day of the sale, and I had it in my cart, and then when I went to check out, it was out of stock. It's now back in stock now that the sale's over, of course, but I was really tempted to pick it up because I thought, why not try the Dyson? A lot of people love it. Anyways, I have the blow dryer, but I wanted to try, you know, the curling tool, and it had like a round brush attachment that might be helpful for straightening. Anyway, didn't get it because it sold out, unfortunately. Wah wah. All right, let's get into what I picked up. So this is a purchase for me, not a gift, because one of you requested that I try out the Dr. Jart Cicapair, the tiger grass stuff for redness, because I have redness. And so this is what I landed on picking up. I have tried the regular cream, I believe. They had a spray, they had a serum, but I landed on the gel cream because I thought it would be lightweight. I could layer it with another moisturizer. I'm pretty sure I've probably tried a sample of this, but we're trying the full thing. This is the Tiger Grass Calming Gel Cream. This is 50 milliliters. And I'm not gonna, you know, get into this too much because I had just bought it, but this is for sensitive skin. It's supposed to soothe the skin. Main ingredient is Cicapair. A lot of this stuff from Dr. Jart is very expensive, but you know, a lot of people rave about Dr. Jart. I have tried, what is it, the Ceramidin cream, which is very nice. I'll just show you the texture because I'll probably start using this pretty soon. I'll open it up here in case you've never seen the texture of this before. It does instantly feel cooling, but it is a gel, so not too surprising. But look at that, green. Ooh, that feels really nice. Really, really nice and hydrating, very light. Here's the texture. That feels really good. Definitely. Does it smell like tiger grass? A little bit of a herbally scent. That is a nice light hydrating step. We'll see if it helps with redness. I feel like in general there's plenty of things you can put on your face for redness, but a lot of what causes redness I feel like is something else going on the inside, irritation, inflammation. Sometimes the topical stuff helps, but I feel like in general, it's just an issue I'm always gonna have that I probably need to treat in other ways, like not taking hot showers, washing my face with warm water. Like all of that is bad. I also have to be careful about what I eat, and you know, anyway, that does feel nice. Dries quickly, but that is just first impressions. I will have to update you on what I think when I use it more, if it works or does anything for redness. So the rest of what I picked up are gifts. They're for a family member, and birthdays and Christmas are really close together for this family member. So I did kind of shopping for both. And I love giving makeup as gifts, but I do feel like for the person getting it, like, yes, makeup is nice and it's expensive, but it's such a small package that it almost feels like I always have to buy something bigger to go along with it, if you know what I mean. But I ended up getting these 3 things, and I think this is going to be the Christmas gift. And so it's all Natasha Denona. This is a mini nude set that I believe is new for the holidays for Sephora. It comes with a little Natasha Denona brush. So I have this palette, the mini nude. I think it's a nice classic, has a lot of great shades. Comes with a little brush. I'm assuming that's synthetic. It's in the box there. I don't want to mess it up. I also picked up the mini Biba Natasha Denona palette. I wanted to give just little mini palettes because this person does a lot of traveling, they're a mom, and I just thought, yes, the color story is similar, but she'll have some options. I thought the Biba palette I know is really popular, and so is the mini nude. So I wanted to give both of these, and so that was part of the gift. I also got the My Dream Cheek Trio from Natasha Denona. This is the blush and highlighter palette. And I just thought, you know, let's do something for the cheeks and let's not just all do eyeshadow. I thought this would be nice. And I love the packaging. It's very weighty, it's magnetic. I'm not gonna swatch. I'm gonna barely disturb this. This is the up close what the palette looks like. These are both creams and this is a powder. So I thought that would be pretty, and I think this is a good blush color. So hopefully she'll like it. If not, whatever. I think it's a nice gesture. Makeup can be really tricky, especially with complexion products, finding a good match, and everyone has their own taste, and even blush color is challenging to pick out, I think. Anyway, that's the plan. I mean, if I find something else, then I'll just have those palettes. I mean, I have the mini nude already, so that would be a repeat, but the other ones I actually don't have. So whatever. That's the thing with makeup. If you don't give it away, you probably will use it. The last thing I picked up is a hair care set. I love the hair care sets, giving them as gifts. I gave my mom one last year from Kerastase, but this year I got the Orbe Gold Lust set. It includes the Repair and Restore shampoo, conditioner, and Gold Lust nourishing hair oil. It's all here on the back. And I thought this was just a really pretty box, so I'm going to give the same family member this for their birthday, which is in January, beginning of January. So I thought this would be nice. Super cute, pretty box. I mean, even if this isn't exactly the right collection for this person, I think Orbe smells good, so at least they'll appreciate that when they use it. But that's what I got from Sephora. Not a whole lot. I feel like there was not a lot of new stuff that really intrigued me, that I felt like, oh, I can't get on sale somewhere else. You know, so this was really the me product from that. Okay, so let's move on to the Retro Glam palette. I love the packaging of this. I like how small this is compared to other Natasha palettes. You can depot these. These can all be singles. You can take out of the palette. It's nice and weighty, nice and shiny. Love this. Okay, so here is the component. Really nicely done. Look at that mirror. So I have the sticker on here still. But look at this color story. I just thought all the pale greens was really pretty and different and interesting. I mean, no palette's really new anymore, to be honest. You guys know that. But I just like the way this was set up. And I don't have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes, and I thought this would be a good addition to my collection because I don't think I have a lot of greens like this. And I do like green. Here's the palettes that I do have besides the mini nude. These are the other ones in my collection. Super dirty. This one's a couple years old now, the Triochrome. This was an expensive palette that a lot of people felt like wasn't worth it. I kind of get that because there's only 3 Triochromes in the palette here. For how much money you're paying, it's not a lot. But I think it's pretty. From mainstream brand to do triochromes, they're not the most, they're not the prettiest multi-chrome formula out there, but for a mass-produced brand, it's not bad. I mean, they're easy to use. I mean, super easy to use. You don't really have to think about it at all. But the mattes in here are pretty, and I thought the colors were unique enough to a degree. I mean, the purples and these kind of mustardy green yellows were kind of cool to me. Anyways, I don't use it very much, but I like the component. I like the color of it. It's heavy, whatever. I know you guys don't love that one. This one I got last year. I think a lot of people picked this one up during the holidays, actually. This is the Face Glam palette, and I actually need to use this one more. I like the eyeshadows in here. The blush formula is a little bit odd. I really like the powder highlighter. I think this one's really gorgeous. But I do love this color story. I think it's probably similar to the Biba, actually, but I like the eyeshadow a lot in this one. So this one is one I need to pick up more and use more. But this color story, as I said, really pretty. We'll see how it goes on the eyes. There's a lot of videos on this. I was compelled to buy this one because it felt like, oh, there's not a lot of dark colors. With me, I'm pale. Dark colors, yes, I can use them a little bit in the crease, but I'm not doing full-on smoky looks every day. So this attracted me because it felt like, oh, I can use a lot of these colors a lot of days with my skin tone. You know, there's a few dark colors in here, but it's not predominant in the palette, which I felt like a lot of fall palettes, there's just a lot of dark colors. So I was excited about the color story, really. If you guys don't know the history of this palette, this came out as a mini palette, and then when the big version came out of it, it was totally different than the mini colors, and so people were really confused. And so I think this is kind of a customer request almost. So this palette is supposed to be a mix of the Glam palette and the mini retro. So a lot of wearable shades, but also a lot of this like retro green and peach kind of vibe. So I like it. I mean, at first appearance. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the swatches of these. And so each set of pictures is a row. So the first row is the first picture, the second row is the second picture, yada, yada, yada. Get into the application of this. Wow, I think I need to do a neutral look, maybe with some of the peaches and browns, and then a green look. And I'm just gonna do one on each eye. So I'm using natural hair brushes. That's what I normally use on my eyes, especially with powder formula. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna start out with the neutral palette, and the lightest color in the palette to me is Lucy. And this is a matte. And I'm gonna peel the sticker off so I can actually use it. Use the mirror in here. All right, so I have a bare lid. I have some makeup on from earlier in the day. I took off the eyeshadow. So there's no base on my eyes. So I'm just taking this color Lucy, which actually shows up on my skin. You probably can't see it that well, but it's showing up. I was worried that I was going to not be able to see it, but Lucy shows up fairly well, kind of evens out the skin tone there. I realize I have some redness on my face, and I don't have a lot of coverage on today, so blemishes are showing up. I actually like Lucy a lot. I normally don't like these kind of bone colors. because they just don't usually work that well for me. All right, so more of a neutral grayish color is Faye. That's an alternative that I could have put on. Let's see, I'll put on a little bit. It's actually kind of greenish. Oh wow, it's like a gray green. That's interesting. Wow, Natasha really, her mattes are incredible, but she's got some good tones in here. Wow. Those two shadows, I could just use that and be done. It's usually a good sign when I say that about a palette. Oh, I just did 2 eyes. I was gonna do 1 look. Well, let's reserve this one. I'm getting mixed up. It's been a while since I've done videos. So, neutral look, focus, focus. So, what do I have to choose from? I can use something peach. I'm gonna do holly. And just brighten up things on this side, because this is our neutral side. And make this a little bit more peachy. Kind of a rose and green palette. I don't know. Is this a holiday palette because there's greens in there? Maybe. Okay, so let's think about doing neutral. So Maxi is kind of a shimmery color over here. I think I'm gonna use this as my sort of crease shade, maybe. And then let's go in with Oscar. This is a shimmery neutral shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I mean, this is a very neutral, not super exciting look over here, but still very wearable, still something you can use every day. Do I want to use Flare? Flare is a beautiful peachy shimmery note here. Maybe over here. Looks like a cranberry and green palette. I'm just trying to use as many colors as possible. I almost feel like it would apply a little bit better with a flatter brush or my finger. It's shimmery and it's deep in the pan, or medium shade, but not like super, it's not as densely packed or not as pigmented. So it's pretty, like it's there, but it's not super deep and as impactful as I thought it would be. But still pretty, still pretty. Okay, let's go into, so we have a sort of a really glittery shade, Flutter. Let's see if I can put some of this in here. Maybe not with that brush. Here we go. This is mostly glitter. So I'm just sticking it straight in my eye pretty much. Put it over there, but you know. Okay, so that's that eye. I'll put a little bit something underneath. How about Belle? Belle is a deeper peach. I mean, we're not moving mountains with this look. All right, let's move on to the green. I think this is the part I'm most excited about, most attracted about, you know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to Fringe, which is the lightest matte green shade, and just popping this in the lid. You guys can see my brushes are not clean, but you guys can still see that impactful green color payoff. How pretty is that color? All right, so I'm gonna take Sage, which is a deeper matte green, and go on the outside. Wow, this is powdery. Okay, I mean, I don't mind it. It's a little bit powdery. That's pretty though, a little chalky. Not a bad thing, just noticing kind of difference in eyeshadows there. I think any pastel, you're gonna have a lot of white in it, so it is gonna be a little powderier than other colors. All right, so now let's go into Marlin. which is a shimmery green that I might use my finger with. Yeah. This is pretty, kind of frosty green goodness over here. Wow. I like that. We have a couple of deeper options to choose from for the deeper greens, the creases. Let's see, I'm gonna go with Oz, looks really pretty. Kind of a smokier, satiny kind of color. It's still in the deep green family. Wow, this is such a pretty combination. I just love all the options of green, tones, textures. I'm sorry I'm not doing this in more natural lighting. I'm really relying on the ring light today because time change means things get darker earlier and filming is really hard in natural daylight if you have another job, a day job. All right, that's pretty. I think I like the green side more than this side, just more fun. Let's try Evergreen, which is this deep satin color under here. I can even put this on the lash line a little bit. This is the deepest green color we have, really. So a lot of green going on there. All right, so the lightest shade we have of green is Poseidon, and this one is very bright, really impactful. Love it, love it, love it. Just my style, like a seafoam, icy green. I'm a huge fan of that one. Wow. Okay, so here's our two looks. I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara and I will be back with the final look. All right guys, here's the final look. I did add some eyeliner just because I felt like I need a little bit more definition around the eye. There's a little bit of smokiness, but not a lot of definition and dark colors being used. So I went in with some Victoria Beckham eyeliners, her satin cajoles. So on this side, I used her olive color, which I think looks super nice with it. And then on this side, it ended up going with the Bordeaux color, which is a dark maroon, to go with that sort of, I don't know, rosy-ish shade. And I like the result. I think if I were to do this again, I would do this side differently. Just gonna make a quick comment that, what shade was it? Oscar. So I ended up taking this shade kind of all the way across, and I don't know that I would do that because it's a little one-dimensional shimmer and it's a little bit dark for me to go this way. I probably would have just kept it over here because it's a little bit just of a smoky wash all over the lid, which I don't know that I love, and I think it's taking away from the shimmer of flare, which I just want to be a little bit more impactful. I mean, it's a little bit more impactful with the finger. So I think these shimmers up here look best applied with the finger, to be honest. They just look way more impactful. I'm not sure what the formula is, if these are metallics or something that just need a little bit of help, more densely applied maybe. I don't know, but I think overall I like the performance of these shadows, especially the mattes. They're wonderful. Some of the shimmers, as I just mentioned, finger might be best. Really like Palladian. This is what's happening here. As far as this side, I think I mean, these are pretty basic neutral colors. I wanted flare to be a little bit more exciting. It's not bad though, not bad. I think what really stands out from this palette is the green shade. So if you're the kind of person like, oh, I have to absolutely love every shade in every palette, then this one won't be for you if you're not into the non-green shades. So I mean, these palettes, they are expensive. They are Natasha Denona, and you should love most of the shades. I think most of you will be happy with most of this palette, to be honest. It's just a matter of really your skin tone and if you like greens. Like, is a green going to be flattering on you? I know not everyone thinks that green is the best color for eyeshadow in general, but I have sort of greenish hazel eyes, so I like green. I'm just a fan of green all around. And there's a lot of neutrals in here. Like, if you want it to be green and neutral, just take out these two colors, these three colors, and that's basically what you have. I like the pops of the rosiness in here, though. I think it's nice. And it's a nice contrast to the green. I mean, red and green, you're just going on other parts of the spectrum here. Anyways, what are my thoughts on the palette? Should you get it? I would only get this if you don't have these color greens, because I think the greens are the best part of the palette. The neutrals, I think these two are really nice, interesting matte tones, but these two shimmers I wasn't really impressed with, to be honest. Like, they're just okay. And this one, you know, these two I had to apply with the finger. So it's not 100% win for me, to be honest. Like, it's not enough of the Glam palette and the neutral powerhouse shades that I'm looking for. Now, I didn't try every shade. I didn't try Jazzy, this deep brown. I could have used that to kind of make a more dramatic look. And I didn't really use this metallic maxi shade, which maybe would have helped a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think of this palette? Are you picking it up? Are you interested? I like the aesthetic of it for sure, and I love this green eye, so I am gonna get a good amount of use out of it, I think, especially when I'm feeling in a green mood. Love, love, love this, and the green eyeliner with it. 100% recommend this side. This side, I think there's better stuff out there. Just gonna be honest, like the Glam part of the palette, the neutral part, it's not the best. The green, yes. Anyways, hopefully I made that clear, what I like about it and what I don't like. Otherwise, I mean, green isn't for everybody. I wouldn't just go out and give this as a gift to anyone, because it's not 100% neutral. Like, people might think, why are you buying me green eyeshadow? I don't know. Not everyone's into green. That's kind of it for the video. If you found this helpful, you want to see me do different looks with certain colors, let me know. I am happy to oblige and try this one again if you guys want it. Let me know if you have any questions below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.